What's going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best Titan build. This build is going to be absolutely insane for DPS, ad clear, and killing champions. Before we get into today's video, if you can hit that like button and sub, that'd be greatly helpful. For those who don't know, I have a Discord. If you want to join, the link will be in the description below. With that said, we're going to get right in today's video. Alright, this build is absolutely crazy. Now for weapons, you're going to want Cerberus. Now you may be like, okay Hectic, why Cerberus? Well, first of all, there is no auto rifle mod. However, though, Cerberus is great for this build, and you'll see why later on. Preferably Catalyst, but you don't need it. Next thing is probably either an SMG or a main ingredient. The reason why is because main ingredient is just good in PvP. This build can work in PvE and PvP. It's the same thing, very powerful in both. Now, for heavy, you're definitely going to want something like a Storm Chaser or Breed's Regret or Distinction, whatever the, not Distinction, the linears from the raid. I completely forgot the name. For exotic, the Hoarfrost Z build. Now, the reason why is because the Hoarfrost Z is actually really good chestplate. Now, the reason is because it replaces your barricade with a wall of stasis crystals. You want Invigoration, Radiant Light, Utility Kickstart, and High Energy Fire. And then you're going to want Grenade Kickstart, double, and then you're going to want whatever you're going to use for targeting, doesn't matter. In this case for me, I'd need to put Scout Rifle on. Now for aspects and fragments, it's going to be super important. This is where the build really comes into play. Now, of course, first of all, I would put on, depending on the activity you're going to be doing, the resistance, but obviously you can put on a lot of other things like High Energy Fire, just to give you that double weapons of light, or you can also put on Taking Charge, which is also really helpful. Now, the next thing that you're going to definitely want to put on if you aren't running targeting is either gain bonus super energy, hands-on, or you could either put on a heavy-handed, but I still feel like it wouldn't be very good. The reason why behind that is, first of all, I need to load us into something with a lot of ads. Let's go to the moon. I have a good spot that I'll show you guys, actually. And you'll see the powers of this build actually later on in the video. However, though, this build is absolutely crazy. Probably the best one on Titan. Now, ideally, what you're going to want to be using for aspects and fragments is going to be the Behemoth, obviously. Rally Barricade instead of Towering, because first of all, you won't have a barricade. You're going to have Ice Crystals, and this comes back faster. For Jump, Strafe. For melee, obviously, Shiver Strike. And the main part of this build is the Glacier Grenade. For aspects, you're going to want Tectonic Harvest. This is going to play in a role with giving back your stasis abilities. Then Howl of the Storm. Now from there, you're going to want Whisper of Rhyme, Whisper of Shards, and Whispering of Chains, and Whisper of Conduction. Now, the most important one is Whisper of Rhyme, as well as Whisper of Shards. I would say Whisper of Chains is alright. It does give you damage resistance, but this one you can definitely switch out for crystal damage. But yeah, now obviously I'll show you guys a good location to test this build on if you don't believe me that it's broken. I gotta say, this is probably one of the best builds I've ever used in Destiny. It's absolutely crazy. Bungie is yet to nerf it or make changes to it. Now maybe like, okay Hectic, it's just a Stasis Behemoth build. Now this build is absolutely insane when it comes to PvP. Now the reason why is because it literally is like having 15 Omni Oculuses on your team. Now that right there isn't crazy. That's very crazy. Now you're going to want to go to the Lunar Battlegrounds. Now the way you're going to go there is just take the exact path that I go to. I'll show you guys a good way to actually test this build out. Now this build is really insane. Also, sorry if you can hear my fan. It is super hot in this room that I'm recording this video. So, you know, I got to keep my fan on, of course, to, you know, not melt. But yeah. Alright guys, you should be in this little room. Now this is actually similar to the Garden of Salvation raid intro. Now you're going to see a lot of ads. All you're going to want to do is just kill them simply with Cerberus. Now Cerberus does work, anything really works, but in this case for me, yeah. Now I'm just going to start breaking my crystals. And this is literally going to give me free super energy, everything, just for spamming the crystals. Now, obviously, having 3 people run this works so much better. But, I mean, overall, it's still really nasty because you're literally... these guys cannot kill you. It's literally impossible to die against red bars with this build. Like, they do 0 pretty much damage to you. Like, I'm literally not dying. This is, like, a absolutely god mode build. Like, unless you stop chaining these crystals, it's pretty much impossible to die with this build. Now, if you want to actually start killing ads with it, ideally what you're definitely going to have to do is come to a bunch of ads, like over here as an example, break these crystals. Now it's going to actually start doing a lot of damage to the ads, just boom bada bing. Literally you can sit there and spam them. I actually grinded all the aspects and fragments again for Titan, and I can tell you I regret doing it. It took so long, but I needed it just for this video. So for the sake of my sanity, you know, hit that like button, because it's greatly appreciated. This video took at least 6 hours to record. Not fun getting the aspects and fragments. I had to do so many of the quests. It was overall so annoying. Definitely never again. Alright, I can literally just keep spamming crystals, boom bada bang. Like, this is crazy. It's super easy. Obviously, if you have the Shattered Stone checkpoint and you want to test that out, it works so much better. But yeah, now when you get your super and the massive wave of ad spawn, literally start your behemoth and just start spamming everything. Behemoth is so slept on too. Like, I'm literally just spamming my trigger button. Boom, free. Like, so easy. And the crazy thing is you just also get all the stuff for the crystals, like in this case. So if I break all the crystals, just keep spamming, easy. Like, I'm gonna have my super back in no time. Also, keep in mind, your teammates can shoot these crystals and you're still going to get them back as well, which is a really crazy thing. But I personally love this build. It's definitely a favorite of mine. But yeah, if you guys think this video is cool or was informative on the best Titan build, max DPS, abilities, hit that like button, sub, and have a great rest of your day. Peace.